Welcome back everyone to One Take Everything. Today's video is going to be a creepypasta provided to us by Rae Writes titled Mostly Void. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get started. I don't know why I've not been fully affected the same way my wife and child have. I don't know why I can still remember, but I'm going to use what little time I have left to warn other people. My wife and I only have one child, a preteen who has already decided she wants to be in politics. She wants to change the world. It's a shame she won't get to do that now. I think she could have made a big difference. I'd be lying if I said I didn't resent her just a little. If it weren't for her, then we wouldn't be in this position. My wife wouldn't believe we have 2 children, and my daughter wouldn't believe she has a sister. The knock at the door came after dark. Looking back, I will swear to you that the thing which knocked had laid in wait for the night to draw and the wind to get up. I had opened the door, keeping the chain across so nobody could barge in. A small, frail voice had drawn my attention down, whereupon I saw a 10-year-old girl with messy hair and ripped clothing. She wore no shoes and had dark circles under her downcast eyes. Her skin, though only lit by the porch light, was pale and had an odd appearance, almost pallid. "Sir, I'm sorry for disturbing you," she starts. I get a strange, sick feeling, not just nauseous, but sick to my very soul, like the universe was telling me something was wrong. My head hurts and spins, causing me to lean on the door frame, which is where my daughter and wife find me. "Dad?" Molly asks, worried, and moves closer, soon seeing the young, homeless-looking girl. "Could I come in, please? It's so cold out here, and I have nowhere to go," the girl continues. I don't get a chance to say no before Molly, my well-meaning, world-changing apple of my eye, has opened the door and let the girl in. My wife, Rachel, closes the door and helps me back into the living room, where I sit, holding my head. After minimal discussion and simply being spoken at by Rachel, I relent and agree it's probably a migraine before downing some headache pills and going to bed. I wish I had stood my ground. I wish I had spoken up. I wish. By the next morning, I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone or something similar. Some real children of the corn stuff. The homeless-looking girl was now dressed in some of Molly's clothes. She was clean. Her pale skin looked less dead than the previous night. But in good lighting, I noticed something I had completely missed the night before. Her eyes. Her eyes were black. I don't just mean the pupil or even the iris. I mean the entirety of both her eyes were black. There was no depth to the blackness of her eyes. No light marks, no shine, just void. Molly bounced down the stairs and smiled Morning, Dad. I nod and offer a small wave. Still not feeling 100%. Morning. Could you drop me and Lily off at the mall today, please? I blink. The confusion on my face must have been obvious as Molly tilts her head. Did your migraine affect you that badly? I've never known them to make you forgetful. I open and close my mouth like a goldfish. Lily? Come on, Dad. Not funny. The other girl speaks up. Dad? I'm not your dad. I frown and wait for the punchline. It comes, but it's not what I was expecting, as Rachel admonishes me for saying something so cruel. Grab your things, girls. I'll take you to the mall. Rachel shoots me a glaring look I had never seen before that she leaves me even more confused than before. The door slams shut, and I look around the quiet living room. I notice only briefly something different, which makes me double take all of our family pictures. There, in our holiday 2019 photo taken in cheesy Santa's grotto, was an extra girl. Then, in the Easter picture, she was there again. This child wasn't just placed in. She was happily interacting with 3 of us, as if she had always been there, as if she wasn't out of place. That day started our downfall. Though only I could see the changes happening, and if I ever brought up the subject of things being different or Lily acting oddly, I was quietly shut down by Rachel. Molly grew to quietly hate me. Once a close father-daughter team who enjoyed camping in the woods and heading out to buy comics. Now she ignored me and barely spoke 2 words. It was after a couple of months, when I was in the bathroom readying myself for a shower, that I took a good long hard look at myself in the mirror. Not to sound conceited, I hadn't been bad looking. My hair was always thick. I didn't have much muscle, but my body didn't look terrible. I took care of myself. I barely recognized the reflection staring back at me. Thin graying hair, saggy skin, wrinkles, dry lips, liver spots, dark circles under my eyes. I had aged 10 years. Opening the bathroom door, I look at my wife, my love, my one and only, who I will always find so beautiful. Her skin was pale. Her hair was lank and dry. Her once plump lips were thin. Her bright emerald green eyes now held no sparkle of life. She looked at me as if she didn't know me. Over the next few days, I took more notice of Molly and Lily. Lily, who once resembled a 10-year-old homeless girl not 3 months ago, now looked like a healthy 15-year-old teenager. Molly looked tired and withdrawn. Her eyes wouldn't meet mine, not for long, and for the few seconds they did, I felt my heart almost stop. That same void space, that same lifeless and soulless black filled her eyes. I spent what time I could doing research because I knew this wasn't normal. I knew I had to try something. It became clear early on that there was no hope. That the moment you let one of them into your home, you're as good as done for. Black-eyed kids, I thought. Yeah, I thought. They are no joke. It's been here in my home for 7 months now, and writing this out has been exhausting. Rachel passed a week ago, at least as close as she can get without crossing. The physician says he's never seen anything like this before. All tests point to her being brain dead, which should shut down her organs and let her be at peace. But somehow, she's breathing, and her heart is still moving her blood. Molly and Lily went missing 3 days ago. The police say they're looking for Molly, but since there are no pictures of Lily now, they're suspicious as to if she even existed. I checked every photo album, every holiday picture and Polaroid. Me, Rachel, and Molly. No sign of Lily anywhere. No matter how much I insisted, no matter the description I gave, they just implied I was a senile old man who was confused because this 37-year-old man in those pictures couldn't possibly be the 81-year-old before them. There's a car sat out the front of my house, and they follow me when I have the energy to leave my house and try to find my daughter. I have the same nauseous feeling I did the first night. I could feel her near, and I think she's coming to finish off what she started. I want there to be written record of what happens when you look a black-eyed kid. When you let a black-eyed kid into your home. You can dismiss this as the crazy ramblings of an old man if you wish, but I sincerely hope you don't. I hope you listen. I hope you don't let them in. Never let the black-eyed kids inside. I can hear knocking at the door. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to let her in. I want to see her one last time before she disappears into the night with Lily to trick some other person or family. Don't ever trust them. Come in. Well, that's it for today, everyone. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any ideas, any constructive criticism, or criticism at all, please leave a comment at the bottom. Enjoy the rest of your day.